Hello, hi, good afternoon. Welcome to the stream. My name is Garrison from Singapore, and yeah, today it's our afternoon stream. I think quite similar time as yesterday. In fact, slightly earlier. The time is about 1:30 now. Yeah, so this is the time period where I can actually do the stream because later on is going to be another very busy and packed schedule. So instead of doing later, I would rather do it now so that it's not so rushing. Right, and let me see. There are quite a couple of things that we can actually cover today. Yeah, but let's start off with the normal usual ones. Yeah, there are two ways you can actually communicate with me in this live stream. One is via the chat function itself, where you can actually type in your questions, comments, opinions, and what have you into the chat box itself. Then I will go through them and answer them before the end of the stream. Or alternatively, what you can do is if you have a Discord account, you can actually join me live on air and talk to me and have a chat on air, live. Yes, live. So the thing is that you can head over to my Twitch profile, go to the Discord so-called link, click on it and then join the server. And under on air live, just join in, turn on the microphone, and then we can actually talk to each other live on air, right? So yeah, basically that's almost it. What else? I think basically that's the two thing. And yes, correct. So if you're watching this as a replayed video, either on Twitch or on YouTube, you can still feel free to drop in your comments. I will go through them, even like for older videos. If anyone commented on about that particular video, I will go through it as well and will reply you, right? So that's the two things. And the third thing is well, if let's say you prefer to private message me on my other social media handle, which is also found on my Twitch profile, like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and stuff like that, yeah, you can feel free to do so as well. You can drop in your messages and your comments and feedbacks and whatever you have, and I will answer you from there. But please, most importantly, please indicate that you are actually from Twitch. You're actually viewing my Twitch, and then you get to know, and then yeah, just drop by to say hi or something like that. Yeah, then it's easier for me to follow up with you because there are also quite a handful of unknown like conversations in which I'm not too sure how to start. Right. So yeah, so that's it. Right. So the normal usual routine things aside, so right now we are going to talk about the topic for this week. Right, so far I haven't had any clue of what to talk about it, but I think there are some, because it's still in the Pride month itself, so there are some actually wanted to do a kind of like a review of the Pink Dot 14, which just happened last Saturday, right? And there are few things that they actually wanted to raise to talk about. Um, like for example, there are member of parliament attending the Pink Dot event from both the current, how should I put it, from the present so-called ruling party, as well as from the opposition party. So there are actually two candidates that actually attended, right? And I don't know if that's a good topic to start with because I don't know how to ask. Uh, yeah, like how do you find ministers attending Pink Dot? Is it some form of recognition or something like that? So yeah, maybe I can do that. And also because it's still within June, within the Pride month itself. I don't know whether that's going to be a good topic to continue. But I think without anything else that we can actually talk about, so maybe we can, how should I put it, um, use that as a topic for this week itself. So yeah, So I need to rephrase it. I need to really think about it, think through it, and then how to best possible rephrase the whole thing, and then yeah, just put it onto the Discord itself as well. Now the thing is that the Discord server, apart from actually having you to talk to me live on air, there's the other function is actually there's also a text so-called channel in which you can actually it's actually very closely corresponding to the this live stream. So whichever topic that we discuss, it will be found on the so-called the channel itself. So if you go into my Discord server, just head downwards, look for social media, click on it to expand, then you can actually go down to look for Twitch. And once you click on it, you realize that it's actually kind of like a forum kind of thing where every week we have got a topic for the week itself, so it's actually categorized into that. And then there's also a poll questions in which you can actually just click, kind of like an MCQ kind of thing. You click to put in your input, your comments, your opinions. On top of that, if let's say you want to further elaborate, you can actually create a thread, like just like create a board itself, so you can actually chime in your comments and stuff like that, and then other people will follow to actually to continue with the topic. So it works kind of like a forum board or something like that. Yeah. But it's actually more versatile in the sense that apart from the discussion, you can have things like no, sorry, the navigation is still on, so that's why it's telling me about red light camera. Anyway, coming back, so yeah, so with that, you can actually have more engagement, more discussion, I would say, right? So do pay a visit to the Discord server. Yeah, I know I've been saying that it's actually quite messy. It is still very messy. I haven't really had the time to really clean it up. So if let's say there are any other volunteers who actually like to help me to manage the Discord server, do let me know. Yeah, so we'll see how things pan out from there, and we'll see how it can actually help us in the sense that help this channel where we can actually have more engagement. Right, so for those who just joined in, welcome to the stream. Right, so the time now is 1:40, which is the stipulated time in my Discord server under the event that I actually do a live stream. I actually started, say, about some 10 minutes ago. Yeah, because it's kind of early. Then I will just tune in slightly earlier to see if there's anything that I can actually so-called put it up to this for discussion and stuff like that. Right. So just give me a moment. Yeah, so for this week itself, just now we are still trying to finalize what's the topic for this week, right? So we will move on from there later on. But for those who just join in, welcome to the stream. As usual, there are two ways you can actually communicate with me in this live stream. One is via the chat function itself. You can just type into the chat box and I will reply and answer them as soon as I can. Or alternatively, you can actually join me on my Discord server, then use the voice channel under on air live, then turn on your microphone, join the voice channel, and then we can talk to each other live, right? So yes, live. So which means to say you can hear my voice, I can hear your voice, and we can actually talk to each other on air, right? But do take note there's a slight lag, say about a second or so, but it's still manageable. Right, so the next thing I need to do is, what I forgot to do is to turn on my dashboard for Twitch. Yeah, because I'm not too sure if my chat function is still working. So yeah, randomly off and on, I need to check on the so-called the dashboard itself. Right, so today is, I think today's commute is actually pretty short, but I have got plenty of time to do it. So what I'm going to do is I will. That's why I do the live stream now at this time, rather than later in the evening, say 5, 6 o'clock, where I need to rush, and then I don't think I really have the ample time to actually to talk to you guys properly, right? So yeah, so keep your comments and views and things that you want to discuss, keep them coming, and I will see how we can actually elaborate on it, right? So okay, cool. And yeah, the other way of catching up with this live stream, as in like once the live stream is over, of course you can catch it on Twitch itself, but Twitch has got a shelf life of about, I think, only 14 days for live stream video to be remain on their server. So after 14 days, you will not be able to see this kind of this recorded live stream, right? So that's why we have got a YouTube channel as well, so that YouTube will actually be an archive of all our live stream that we have done. So far, we have only started doing this since 1st of May this year, and anything that's earlier, like in March, yeah, all those are gone, right? Anyway, if you like what you are seeing, basically for this channel itself, it's actually me doing my daily commute every day because yeah, because I'm a self-employed, I need to travel a lot every day. So I've decided to do this as a live stream. So at any point in time within the day itself, if let's say I've got any of my commuting journey that is actually pretty long, I will choose that segment. Hence, you realize that I don't really have a fixed timing for my live stream every day. It could be in the afternoon. I think most likely than not so much in the morning itself, right? So probably it's either in the afternoon, mid-afternoon, or late afternoon, evening. I wouldn't do night one because we tried the night and we can't totally see me. So there's no point to do a live stream there, right? So yeah, these are the things that we actually have gone through. Now, yeah, it's not my idea to actually do a live stream while driving because if you look back onto my previous so-called videos, that actually how this channel comes about, it's actually quite accidental because I'm actually doing a demo for my clients, and yeah, to cut the story short, basically it gained a little traction, so I decided to to continue until one fine day where there's no engagement, nothing at all. Then probably I will call it a day and then just can this so-called this live stream, right? So okay, so we are now along Alexandra Road. The time is 1:45. So have you had lunch yet, or just finished lunch, or yeah? Because normally lunch, I don't know. Now there are more people starting to go back to office to work, so there's going to be lunch crowd, I suppose. That is going to come in, and yeah. So if you are working, if you are going back to office to work and stuff like that, how do you find the lunch crowd now as compared to before pre-COVID days? Is there less people, less crowded, or is kind of going back to the pre-COVID-19 phase where it's actually getting kind of crowded? Or have you realized that some of the vendors are no longer around? Like maybe they couldn't um, probably hang on to this difficult period. Yeah, so just keep comments coming, and we will try to have engagement from there, right? So what are the other things that you guys will be doing? Because today is Tuesday. Yeah, it's Tuesday. So still early. Oh yeah, when is the next public holiday? What is June, July? Are there any more public holidays coming? I don't know. Is it going to be National Day or what? Yeah. So yeah, not too sure. So if let's say there are any public holidays upcoming, then it is yeah, at least there's some off days for some of you who are actually working, right? Okay. Every now and then I need to check the dashboard because I'm not too sure if my chat function on my main recording camera is it working? Because it used to break down previously as well. Okay, looks like nothing much. So we'll just continue. So yeah, there's literally nothing much for me to discuss on. So yeah, we'll see if let's say anybody were to come online to save me, to to have something to share, to chat about. Yeah. Oh yeah, so coming back to the topic for the week itself. So not exactly have decided what to do, but there are suggestions about talking still within the Pride Month itself. Maybe we talk about a review of the Pink Dot 14. And I won't say actually a review because um, it's really, really subjective. It's up to individual to actually access. But I would say what's the takeaway from Pink Dot 14. And actually, someone did mention about the ministers attending. So it's something in which has never happened before. I think it happened in 1 year. I need to fact find the thing before I can actually commit to anything that I'm going to say. So just bear with me for that. Probably I will find out more information, then we can actually discuss more properly during the next live stream, right? Because the suggestion just came in not too long ago, and I'm actually scheduling this live stream at 1:40 just now. So yeah, so I decided to give a sneak preview to you guys, and then there's something which we can discuss about having a minister to attend Pink Dot. So does it signify anything, or is it just a friendly gestures, or are we really reading too much into it, or yeah? So okay, there's something to be discussed. So I will try to pen it down onto the Discord, so-called the text channel, so that we can actually do your poll and voting, and also start a thread of the discussion. Right. Okay. Today's weather is kind of it's not too bad. It rained overnight. It rained in the wee hours, and then this morning until say about 8, 9ish, it's still raining. So it's actually quite cooling. The rain has stopped obviously for now. It's kind of like still overcast skies, no bright sun, yay! Because I think for the past last week itself is actually very hot. It's scorching hot, and if you are outside, if you are running around, then it is it's quite tough, right? So okay, and let's see how things unfold, right? So another thing, what other things that we can talk about? Yeah, I think yesterday during my live stream, I did mention about probably having live guests to probably sit in the car, and then we can actually, if let's say we can actually drive for lunch, and then we can have a live stream while driving to the lunch destination. So yeah, I think that idea is pretty good. There are a few who wrote in, and I'm not too sure because yeah, you said the idea is. I mean, some of them they actually mentioned that, oh, the idea is good and something like that. But the thing is that, are you volunteering yourself to join me, or I don't know. So I don't know if let's say I should ask, like, if let's say you're interested to write in, and then let me know which day and which time you want to sit in and stuff like that. So it's becoming like I don't know. So we can probably explore on that. No worries, no issue. Sorry, my navigation telling me there's robots in front. So yeah. Okay, coming back. Where are we? Yeah, talking about the invitation to join me for this live stream. So I'm pretty okay with that idea. So yeah, the only thing is that if let's say I do mic up for the so-called the live stream, then I will probably have to sacrifice the Discord so-called uh, live so-called conversation with us. Yeah, because at the moment in time, my poor little phone can only handle one source of audio input. So yeah, that's how shall I put it? That's the sad part about it. But if let's say you were to join me, I'm pretty sure I can do something about it, and then yeah, we will see how that show will come about. Right. So let's see. Okay, we are about 20 minutes into the stream, so let's do another, say, if let's say there's no one chiming in, probably I will end in about another 5 minutes or so. Right. Okay. Yes, let me think. Someone did mention that I changed my glasses. Yes, I did. Um, Getting old, so I think if you realize that previously I do have a lot of kind of like difficulty reading anything that's near, comes like an old age problem. So I have actually done another pair, but it only, how should I put it? It doesn't solve it properly. It doesn't solve it totally, the issue, but it just kind of like make it less irritating, I would say. Yeah, because the previous pair of spectacles, because of the power, it tends to strain a bit much, right? And right now, this pair I think is pretty comfortable. I just changed the lens. So if you are viewing this live stream all the way back in March, you realize that it's actually the same pair of glasses. I retained the frame because it's still in good working condition. I don't want to have a lot of wastage, so I reused the frame and then changed the lenses, and the result is, um, yeah, I sacrificed a bit of the long range for the shorter ones. But anything that's actually still small, the wordings that are small and which everything, I'll still have to lift up my glasses to read them. Uh, yeah, it's a sign of old age. So we have to live with it. We can't really change much in that sense, right? So here we go. Can see that there's not no engagement at all, so there's no one leaving any messages. So am I safe to presume that anything that's between 12 to 2 there isn't much engagement or there isn't anybody viewing, right? I can also see that the post, so-called the recorded videos, it's post-recorded ones, they are still available um, on Twitch itself. It seems like the general viewership has gone down, so maybe it's getting kind of boring and stuff like that, right? So I don't know, maybe it has reached its bottleneck already and it's probably on the declining stage. So yeah, so as usual, like what I mentioned, if let's say there's not much viewer after all and there isn't much of a need to actually maintain this live stream, I will probably end it, and we'll see how it goes later on. Right. Okay, let's see. We are hmm, right. So let me just maybe go around, right? And yeah, the time about 24. So I like 24 minutes into the stream. So what I'm going to do is maybe let me turn into the car park, and then just like yesterday, I will just park, and then I will see if let's say there's any more questions and things coming in before I do a conclusion and end of today's stream. Okay, how about that? So yeah, so I just found a car park. Okay, and yeah, maybe just let me find a lot, and then yeah, good to proceed. Right. So as you know, for this live stream is actually a mobile live stream, meaning to say I'm actually driving. So the driving part is going to be the so-called the priority. The stream is actually just something that's actually secondary. So no, you notice that I actually tend to look more on the road, on the gauges and what have I. Yeah, more than the camera screen itself because yes, I'm driving, so I really need to be careful in that. Right. So try to find there are actually plenty of lots, but maybe I will find one that is more isolated, right? Okay. Yeah, I think the stretch in front is good, so I'll probably park. So just bear with me for a moment while I'm doing the parking, and then I'll come back to you guys in a bit. Actually, how many of you do drive? If you are driving, how do you find the petrol costs? Because it's getting more and more expensive, and yeah, to make matter worse, this is actually a mobile live stream, so I need to actually travel a lot more. So nevertheless, I will still continue to do this live stream until it becomes end of life. Okay, let me turn off the engine, and yep, we are good to go. So we do have someone who is viewing the live stream now, one. So are you going to, do you have anything to say? Right. If not, then probably we'll end off the live stream. So what I'm going to do next is I'm trying to settle down the topic for this week. I will pen it down onto the Discord text channel, and yeah, you can actually start to do the poll and put in your opinions, and we will discuss this live on air soon, probably tomorrow. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a live stream tomorrow, but normally Wednesdays and Thursdays are the kind of like reserved days where I will be doing a lot of errands, running errands and stuff like that. So yet to confirm. So if let's say you'd like to find out more about when I'm going to stream, the only way is probably through my Discord. Then I can actually create an event and then I will stipulate the time, yeah, when I will come on air itself, right? So because Twitch has a function that actually do scheduling that's going to be same for every day, it's kind of like a repeated kind of like a consistent pattern in which I can't do that. So that's why I have to rely on my Discord server itself. Right. So I think that's so far so good for today already. Thank you so much for watching, for those who are actually watching. And for those who are watching this as a replay, do feel free to give me your comments, feedbacks, and opinion. And I'll see you guys the next time I come online. Right. So thank you for watching. Goodbye. Yeah. Good Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday evening. Right. See you soon.